Yo, what's up guys? It's NLG here and we are back again with another video, and today it's the first episode of the King of New York tournament, where tonight in a two-show special we will crown the first ever NYC Dub champion. So let's see how that goes, but before we do that I want to quickly show you guys a win-loss record thing that I've created. Currently the best people in the company performance-wise are Josh Briggs and Jordan Grace, who have both had 4 fights and 4 victories. Chris Dickinson and Tracy Williams have a 75% win record with 3 wins out of 4 fights. Space Monkey is 0 for 4, and Shazza McKenzie and Jake Something are both 0 for 3. So it'll be interesting to see how tonight's episode changes that. But before any further ado, let's jump straight into the King of New York tournament. We kick things off when the opening bout of the competition, Josh Briggs is victorious as he defeats Kylie Ray in 10:40 with the maroon file, and turned out that a little bit. But there we have it. Kylie was really off her game, only getting a 23, a 27 for Briggs. Solid start to show, and Briggs improves in performance. Lovely stuff as he becomes the first person in NYCW to go 5 for 5 in the company. He then takes a microphone and says that he is 1 night away from making history. He's the best fighter here. Nobody can stop him. And tomorrow night he'll prove that when he will become the first ever NYCW champion. And he gets the crowd hotter there as we follow that up with a 28E where Jordan Grace goes 5 for 5, defeating freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy in 13:47 with a fall from Grace. Both competitors were really off their games, which sucks to see. Jordan with a 28, Cassidy with a 23. So it could be a lot worse when you consider both were really off their games. Following that, we get a 39D- when a decent match, Trey Miguel advances to the semi-finals. Well, the second round basically, where he defeats Andrew Everett in 15:19 by pinfall with the Yoshi Tonic. I should know every match on this show is a first round matchup. There's 3 rounds, 6 matches here. Then we have 3 second round matches to start off the next show, and then the 3 winners meet in a triple threat match to determine the champion. But Trey Miguel with a 50 there, Everett with a 38, excellent stuff there. As we follow that matchup with a 42D, when a decent match, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams advances, defeating Trey Miguel's tag team partner, Super Bad Kip Sabian, in 13:09 with a Flying Topi. And during that match we also had Trey Miguel distract Tracy Williams, but it just wasn't enough. Kip Sabian wasn't able to get the job done, he wasn't able to advance, and so Tracy Williams, not only does he advance, but he fights Trey Miguel in the next round. And Kip Sabian there improving in performance skills, as that's followed up with a 50D plus where Sabian and Trey Miguel, the super squad, they attack Tracy Williams after the match. They beat him up, they beat him down, they leave him laid out until Andrew Everett comes out for the save there. Will that lead to a tag team match in the near future? Who knows, but a 50D plus there. Excellent stuff, as that's followed up with a 32E plus there in a battle of the besties where Matt Fitchett defeats Davey Vega in 12:49 by pinfall with the Water for Elephants. Fitchett with a 35, Vega gets a 19. Damn it, that man is underrated so badly in this. As we follow that up with a 15F plus where they shake hands. How did that do so bad? I do not know. But we move on to what might be the main event. It is! Where in a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, in your main event of the evening, the Dirty Daddy Chris Dickinson defeats Matt Cross in 16:58 by pinfall with a Liger Bomb. Cross with a 53 to Dickinson's 36. Cross's debuted his straight edge gimmick there to get an initial rating of average, what a match that was. So we round off our show with a 47D increasing popularity in one region as Josh Briggs, Jordan Grace, Trey Miguel, Tracy Williams, Matt Fitchett and Chris Dickinson all advanced to the second round of the tournament. Excellent stuff there. We're going to praise Matt Cross. We're going to praise Trey Miguel. And we need one other person to praise. Who else did well? Who did well? Kip Sabian did quite decent. So there we have it. That is your first round done and dusted. That is a topless Vince McMahon screaming in the face of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Look at his little nipple there. Don't you just love the nipple? And I'll see you guys in just a second for night 2 of the King of New York tournament. And so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, it is night 2. Who will be the first ever NYCW heavyweight champion? Let's find out. We kick things off in front of 95 people, where in a decent match, Josh Briggs defeats Matt Fitchett to go 6-0. He beats him in 10-20 with the Maroon 5, and Josh Briggs is the first of our 3 finalists for tonight's main event. We get a 41D, Briggs gets a 38 to Fitchett's 41. And that was a solid match. The show got off to a strong start with that match. It got the crowd hot, that lovely stuff. So we followed that up with a 31E plus. No, they want to trade wins in the future. We're in a battle between 2 people who don't seem to click. Jordan Grace defeats Chris Dickinson in 15:57 by pinfall with a 4 from Grace. Dickinson with a 32, Grace with a 31, which is solid as Dickinson improves in technical. We'll get the crowd hotter there, and a solid match sees Jordan Grace go 6-0. She is in tonight's main event. On a roster like that's as small as this, you can't afford to have 2 main eventers not have good chemistry. Like, if they have negative chemistry, that's gonna hurt. Oh no, it happened again. Is in another decent match, Tracy Williams, Trey Miguel, they just don't click at all. That's a storyline as well. As Hot Sauce Tracy Williams pile drives Trey Miguel into the canvas in 13:57 to advance to the final. Trey Miguel with a 38, Tracy Williams with a 30 as we get the crowd buzzing as Trey improves in Rumble. I'm gutted at that. If it wasn't for that chemistry on those 2 matches, we would be off to a flying start. We then have a 29E where in a bout that had decent reaction from the crowd but subpar wrestling. Orange Cassidy defeats Jake Something in 8:14 by pinfall with a super kick. Something is now 0-4 and was really off his game, and Orange Cassidy sustained a grade 2 calf strain. So that's not good. We've had some bad luck here so far. And then in a decent match, Kylie Ray defeats Space Monkey in pinfall in 12:37 by pinfall there in a 27E. Space Monkey's now 0-5. Oh, that's not good for him. He outperformed Kylie Ray by some way, considering how she got a 25 and he got a 35. Space Monkey ever so impressive, but you just can't get a victory. That match is then followed up with a 28E where Brian Pillman Jr. makes his return to the company. Finally, we aren't running on a Friday, so he's not at MLW Tape and Fusion. He's here at New York City Wrestling. He issues an open challenge to anybody on the roster who wants to fight him. And that challenge is accepted by Matt Cross wearing a 51D plus. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, M-Dog Matt Cross defeats Brian Pillman Jr. in 12:35 with a death from above. Pillman with a 39, Cross with a 49 gets the crowd buzzing going into our main event of the evening in an elimination triple threat match, which sees Josh Briggs become your first ever New York City Wrestling heavyweight champion. He gets the win in 15:56, eliminating Grace first and then Hot Sauce Tracy Williams to be crowned heavyweight champ. Briggs seemed off his game, which isn't great, but Jordan Grace, I tell you what, she's doing well now for ratings, and I'm really happy for that. She's got a lot better in these few episodes, and I am very pleased about that. But Jordan Grace will be annoyed because she was eliminated when Josh Briggs, he went low. He kicked out right where a woman doesn't want to be kicked. Then he hit the Maroon 5. He pinned Tracy Williams clean, I will say that. But he didn't get Jordan Grace clean. And that's a shame because that's two fighters who were 6-0. Now one's 7-0, one's 6-1. And that's not fair. That's not a clean victory for Joshua Briggs. And Jordan Grace, it wasn't a very graceful victory, and she'll be annoyed at that. Williams improves in performance, and he'll be annoyed that he lost as well. But Josh Briggs then picks up a microphone. He claims that he's unstoppable. He is the King of New York. He is your first ever New York City Wrestling Champion. And no one is ever going to change that. And that gets a 35E plus their increasing popularity in one region. We're going to praise Jordan Grace for the improvements that she's seen. We're going to praise Matt Cross for being brilliant. We're going to... what do we do? We're going to tell Josh Briggs that he could have done better because he could have, you know. He was off his game for both of those matches tonight. There's Rusev on a tank. At the time, the United States champion. And our champion is Josh Briggs. What do you think of that? Did you predict that Josh Briggs would be our first champion? Did you think it was going to be Jordan Grace or Tracy Williams? Or maybe someone like Chris Dickinson or Orange Cassidy? Who knows, but that's the thing with NYCW. It's been a bit unpredictable so far as Scott Steiner goes into the Hall of Fame. Orange Cassidy has been injured, as we remember, for earlier on in the show. If we look at the medical tab, he's only out for 2 weeks, so it's not the end of the world. We have absolutely slaughtered our finances there with that show. We'll do a little auto push. And our main event scene now is Jordan Grace, Tracy Williams, Matt Cross, Chris Dickinson, and the current reigning and defending New York City Wrestling Heavyweight Champion of the World, Josh Briggs. Major positive momentum. He's a bit annoyed because obviously he took out Ace Romero on the first show. But what a show! Briggs wins the gold. Who will be his first challenger? Will it be Jordan Grace? You could argue that she deserves it. Find out in the next episode.